from Studio 17H, this is Travel Show Live with Steve Perillo.
Hello, I'm Steve Perillo, and welcome to another action-packed episode of Travel Show Live with Steve Perillo. And today we have two great features, our usual What's in the News in Travel, and also our special guest, Kathy McCabe of dreamofitaly.com and Dream of Italy newsletter. She knows everything about Italy, and you can get on our newsletter list and really get to know my favorite country. As you know, I'm Steve Perillo. But first, the news of the week. JetBlue promotion. This is the greatest thing, and this is going to be the source of so many blogs and so many tricks by young people to see how many places they can go in a month. Because for $5.99, translate that to $600, I don't know why they keep doing this $5.99 business. Like can't figure out that that's $600. For $600, you can fly anywhere in the JetBlue system for a month, plus international taxes and fees. So that's September 8th through October 8th, and the only restrictions are that you need to book 3 days before departure. So you ask, why the heck is JetBlue, I'm reading this now, excuse me, why the heck is JetBlue putting out such a rich offer? September 8th is the end of Labor Day, and that's when the traffic tanks. Kids go back to school, there are no more holidays in September, and it's too early for kids to be pulled out of school for their next vacation. For an airline with a huge leisure focus like JetBlue, this is an awful time of the year. It's particularly bad for Florida and the Caribbean and peak hurricane season. So JetBlue's bread and butter markets need all the help they can get. So be on the lookout for the blogs, because they're going to be chock full of people using the whole system in a month, seeing what they can do and where they can go. It's pretty exciting. This is something you won't find on a Perillo tour. We do have young people on our trips. We have people who are in shape, but this kind of thing, this is summer vacations with an edge. I got this from jaunted.com. It turns out that the highest sand dune in the world is Peru's Cerro Blanco, which rises 6,500 feet, a sand dune, 6,500 feet above the ground. It also turns out that if you want to sandboard down the side of it, Peru Adventure Tours can set this up for you. They drive you out in a sand buggy, and they watch you indulge in one of the world's most extreme sports. Check that out. Anyone ready to try? It's called tray boarding, and you get to shred grainy sand. You know what shredding is, right? Do we know what shredding is?
What is shredding?
That's, Generation X. Ask your Generation X relatives what that means. This is the greatest shoe. I'm going to put my mouth where my feet are, as usual. Wait. And I'm going to buy this shoe. This is the coolest shoe I've ever seen for $75. You can get it at Zappos, which Amazon just bought for $1 billion. All-terrain shoe. You've heard of all-terrain vehicles? This can put you anywhere. You can walk along a creek bed. You can walk in a museum. You can wear them with socks. You can wear these with knee socks. And I'm going to have these next week to show you in person, and I'm even going to walk to the studio in them. From New Jersey. Disney. Disney's one of the most expensive resorts on earth, Disney World or Disneyland. But if it's your birthday, you can go for free. So you go for free, and your family of 6 pays. That's how they get you there. But it's a great idea. You just prove it's your birthday, and you can enter the park for the day for free. All right. Now, this is something I'm going to be entering in a couple years. It's starting to turn white there. This is Muriel Hemingway's grandfather, is it? Ernest. This is at the Sloppy Joe's bar, Sloppy Joe's bar, right, Eric? In Key West, which is one of my favorite haunts. I've been there once. But it's really a really cool place. You can get the best Sloppy Joes and hamburgers, and they have a contest every year, July 21st. It just ended, and here we have our winners. There's our winner. That is a dead ringer for Ernest Hemingway. And if you're mature, heavy-set, and you're a man, and you have a beard, you have a chance to win. And you get a free, I don't know what, burger or something. And, of course, you know what this is. This is the most elite sport in the world, the most exciting few seconds in sports, Dachshund racing. Dachshund racing. Wiener Schnitzel Wiener Nationals, San Diego. 50 feet. Imagine 50 feet if your legs are 2 inches tall. But these feisty canines travel to outrun their competition to win a chance to ride a float in San Diego's Holiday Bowl parade. So the dachshund doesn't know what he wins, doesn't know why he's there, but he's going to be on a float for beating out these other short-legged canines. Qualifying races have to be run and have to be won in order for you to enter. So if you have a dachshund, here's your chance. Next coming up is Kathy McCabe. She doesn't sound Italian, but she's more Italian than I am. You'll find out. Join us. Welcome back to the Travel Show Live with Steve Perillo, and my guest right now on the phone from where, Kathy?
Washington, D.C.
Live from Washington, D.C. is Kathy McCabe, famous for her newsletter and website called Dream of Italy and dreamofitaly.com. Kathy, what is this all about, this newsletter and website?
Well, it's a subscription travel newsletter. It comes out 10 times a year. It's about pretty much everything and anything that has to do with travel to Italy, especially information you can't find in guidebooks. So room rentals and cooking schools, private guides, new hotels and restaurants, and we cover Italy from top to bottom.
But it's unique because everyone's used to reading and writing a blog. Yeah, it's so cheap and easy. But you actually have a physical newsletter that you mail out, you print 10 times a year.
Yeah, we do, and we just actually went full color. It used to be in sort of a green and rust color, the sort of the colors of Italy, and we just went full color with beautiful photographs. And yeah, we still believe that people like to have something in their hands to read and enjoy getting something in the mail. If they're definitely really techy and don't want to have paper around, they can also just download the newsletter online as a PDF. So, and it's a little more formal than a blog and a little more well-researched and gives sort of an authoritative view of things.
Okay, make sure I get at the end we say how to sign up and how much it costs, etc. But how long have you been doing this newsletter, may I ask?
7 years.
7 years?
Unbelievable.
What got you started in this, Kathy?
Well, my mother's family, many years ago, well over 100 years ago, is of Italian descent, and we're both a little crazy and decided right after I graduated from college, the two of us, these blonde women in shorts and sneakers, and we decided to just go and find the town that her grandfather came from in Avellino. And it was a really life-changing experience. About 20% had my mom's maiden name. It was the only town they came from. They were Norman invaders over 1,000 years ago. And that was just a really life-changing experience. And I worked in journalism, but every year I would try to go back to Italy and made friends with some people in the town and would go to the town and then sort of go to a new place in Italy. And then I went from hard news to working in travel journalism and thought there was really a market for people who, as you know, Steve, who go to Italy and who like to go back. It's really one of the few places Americans go back to again and again.
So you staged a second Norman invasion with you and your mother in Italy, is what you're saying.
Pretty much. The town was never really the same afterwards.
What's her maiden name, may I ask?
Nargi, N-A-R-G-I.
Uh-huh.
And they're from Castelvetere sul Calore. So if you have anyone listening, that's the little town that my family's from, and that got me really interested in Italy.
Wonderful. Listen, this newsletter, how did you get it off the ground, may I ask?
Let's see. It was pretty quickly because once I get an idea, I kind of run with it. I had actually been freelancing. I'd done a couple freelance pieces for Rudy Maxa, who used to be the Savvy Traveler on NPR.
I love him.
Yes, he's great, and he's now doing a PBS show. But he had his own newsletter called Rudy Max's Travel, and he and I had lunch together one day, and I told him about my idea, like, what about a newsletter for Italy? And he said, great, do it.